Welcome to part 2 of HDR blending in Photoshop, and today we're going to be looking at how to load these images into Photoshop. Now we've done them. So the three images we've got is the normal exposure, the dark exposure and the light exposure, and we worked on each one independently to bring out the characteristics of that layer. So we go to the one which is the balanced exposure, your first image, and we're going to just click open object here, but you might have opened image in your camera raw, and we're going to load it into Photoshop. And from here we're going to go back to bridge to select the other two to bring them into Photoshop as well. Now that the image is loaded into Photoshop, we're going to go back to bridge and we're going to select the ones that we haven't brought in. As you can see, all three are still selected. We want to select the dark and the light ones, so I'm going to hold on the control key, select them both, and we normally click and drag them into Photoshop. The easier way to do it is to minimize Photoshop so it doesn't take up that much space, and then to go to the images, these two here that are selected, click, hold and drag, and then drop them into Photoshop. And Photoshop's going to open up each one independently in Camera Raw, and because we've already set the adjustment in Camera Raw, we're just going to go and click OK. You just need to accept the transformation, and then the last layer, the bright layer, would now open in Camera Raw. Again, we can just say OK because we have already done the adjustment, and now it goes. Again, we need to accept the transformation placement, and you can see the three layers are now loaded, the bottom layer being the normal layer, the correct exposure, then we're having the middle layer as the dark exposure, and the top layer as the light exposure. How these two layers load is actually material into what we're going to be doing. You could have them swapped around and have the light here and the dark there. It won't matter to what we're going to do the editing. And now to have these selected, we need to make sure that they're all the same layers. Sometimes this bottom layer is a lock layer. Then what we need to do is just click on the lock to make it disappear. And if you have placed layers like we have, you're going to see that this small little block on the corner has made it a smart object. So we're going to select all the layers which are smart objects, and we're going to rasterize the layers so that all the layers are exactly the same. And then from here we're going to see how to auto align or to manually align the layers. Hope you enjoyed the short tutorial.